All right, so today I want to tell you about. Well, actually, I want to tell you why I think posting on YouTube might be the best thing you ever do for yourself. And I want to suggest to you that what you're doing is not overthinking YouTube, but it's rather underestimating its power, underestimating what you're capable of drawing out of it. And a couple of things, a couple of ways in which you can see that. The first way approach, or the first way you can look at it is in terms of missed opportunity. And I think it's a massive opportunity that's been missed if you don't participate in this social media craze that we are living in. It's not just about YouTube. So it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Social media in general. And the reason I'm saying that there's an opportunity lost there is because we tend to treat social media as a line item on our resume. It's like we are showing that, or we're showcasing ourselves in some form, and we want to be seen in some form because we are seeking that approval, because we are seeking that position, in quote, if you stay with me with the resume analogy thing. And if we are doing or adopting or taking the approach of the resume building thing, we are going to want to be perfect. And in doing so, we are going to be undercutting ourselves and killing, if you will, our authenticity. So the more we try to be perfect for displaying ourselves on that resume that we're sharing with the world, the less authentic we are, because we don't show up at work the way we show up in our life, in our everyday life. That's a fact. And so here is why I want you to think of it differently today, because I want you to think of it in the context of growth and in the context of self-assessment, of reflection, of memory. Now, if you want to think of it in the framework of self-assessment, this is nothing else but you recording your mindset real time, over time. So today your view of the world is this. Next week you're recording a new video, you're posting it online, and your view of the world is that. The week after, your view of the world is changing and it's evolving. And 10 years later you look back and you go, oh, this is where I was. This is where my mindset was back then. This is how my mindset has changed, has evolved over time. You're able to have that data that you can look at and assess. Your future self will thank you for capturing that information that they can look at and revisit and say, well, this is how much I've grown over time. That's powerful. And not participating in this social media craze is missing that opportunity. Another thing that we tend to do is to say, well, we have our cell phones, we have our tablets, we have this, we have that. All that information is gathered, and we are able to store the memories from our families, from our parents, from our siblings, from our grandparents. But what happened to those memories? Pictures get deleted over time, they're lost. Videos, unless they're stored in the cloud, if you think they're going to stay on your device, you're going to lose them. You change device very often. And the memories that you make are going to be lost over time. Our parents and our grandparents did not have this opportunity, right? I don't know what I would give. I would give everything to hear my dad's laughter. He passed away in 2016. I would give anything to have that audio recording of his laughter, of his word, of the wisdom. And I wish he had a YouTube channel where he would share. He wouldn't teach. He wouldn't have the intention to going viral, just to document his life. Think about it for a second. Think about how powerful that can be. And so those memories could be kept, could be stored on these platforms, not for ourselves, but for the future generation, for our future selves, for them to look back at, you know, for the people that would one day wish that they had met you, for your great 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 grandchildren that would one day say, hey, I wonder what that grandpa of mine sounded like, looked like, what he thought, what his world views were at the time, how he anticipated the world to become over time. That to me is just powerful. It's something that we are underestimating so much, because it, whatever you're afraid that no one would look at today, no one would listen, no one would watch today, might just be the one thing that your great grandson needs to hear in 20 years, in 30 years. Think about that. So that's why I'm thinking we want to be treating social media and YouTube in particular as our personal journal, right? The way I see it now, which is making it easier for me, is that I'm journaling. I'm recording myself because I'm thinking of it as legacy. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about you, right? It's about the people that come after you. It's about your wisdom. It's about you passing that digital version of yourself on to the next generation. We have the chance to do that. Our parents didn't have that. So every video that you are afraid to post, think about that. Think about your descendants. It's a fascinating thing to have to think about. I did. So perhaps the question really is not about who's watching or who's not watching. Are they gonna like it? Are they gonna think I'm weird? Are they gonna think this or that about me? None of that is relevant. Perhaps the question is, how would you react once you revisit these pictures, these videos? Once you look back, how would your future self see this evolution of you? How would your great grandchildren look at that evolution of you? And at the end of the day, this can only be true. This framework that I'm offering here can only be true if you're intentional about documenting your life in a way that is authentic, in a way that is real, in a way that is meant to capture who you truly are as a gift for that future generation. So maybe we want to stop being afraid of not being understood by the people around us because we are posting on social media, because we are posting on YouTube or TikTok. Maybe we should stop caring about that. Maybe we should start documenting our life in order to understand ourselves even better. And we can do that in a very selfish way. Selfish because we are putting ourselves first, and we are putting our future generations first. We are putting our future self first. Right? So maybe we need to stop creating to impress, but rather start creating to express ourselves. Maybe that's how we should approach this YouTube thing. And I'm just thinking about that now. And I'm wondering whether in doing so we are aligning our incentive with the reward that we are really seeking, because the incentive then would be having that future self, documenting that evolution of ourselves, and the reward would be that perspective, that look back, maybe. But at the end of the day, I think I heard someone say a few days ago that YouTube is not a performance stage, but YouTube is rather should rather be treated as a time capsule. And I completely agree. And I hope you do too. So go ahead and post those videos. Don't sit on them. Your future self will thank you. Another thing that you want to remember is that even with no views, you'll end up growing. No views does not mean no growth on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media in general. No views is not equal to no growth. Think about that.